What's up, preppers? Welcome back to another video. We're talking about probably the most important prep, the one that's vital. And no, it's not water, it's not a good knife, it's your body, it's fitness. Now, when I say fitness, don't expect you to become a demigod in time for the apocalypse to hit, but just physical health in general. It's all right having all the gear, but if you can't even move around your home, you can't walk more than a mile, there's going to be issues. Now, that doesn't mean to say if you are physically restricted in these things, that's it, you're knackered. But there's ways for everybody to start to condition their body to work better. The body's a machine at the end of the day. Now, there's all different levels and all different types of exercise. Literally, you could start with stretching and yoga. You can start with very little things like that. Walking X amount of steps per day. Setting yourself little goals that are achievable. I've worked one-to-one with people to get to this place. People that have disabilities, people that have been severely overweight. I've worked with them on nutrition, on their diets, and on getting themselves up and moving and getting exercise. Now, I know I can only speak to the general population. So if this advice, you don't think this applies to you, that's fair enough. Take it with a pinch of salt, but I guarantee there is something you can do. There is something that can help to improve your body and your fitness. Listen, we're carbon beings. You are what you eat, and that is not just a cliche, that is true on a scientific level. Okay, so if you feed yourself junk food constantly, and then suddenly you're in a situation where you need to do something, you need to bug out, etc., your body's not going to be conditioned for that. Okay, so you can, even if you can't get up and exercise and go for a run, you can eat better. You can make slight improvements. You can cut out that alcohol, you can cut out the cigarettes, or don't want to be preachy, I still vape. You've seen me on the channel, I do it all the time. I used to enjoy a whiskey all the time. I don't drink anymore, personal choice, but there's things you can do to help your health. Now, there's different forms of exercise for those who are physically able. You've got aerobic, you've got strength, you've got calisthenics, I always say that wrong. High intensity interval training, there's boot camps, there's things just for balance and stability. That's like your very lower level, just, balance and things like that. And flexibility, like I said, with the yoga. So there's loads to be going at. Now, I'm not saying throw all your money into a gym and a personal trainer and start tomorrow. If you can, brilliant. If you're physically able to, I would be training more for an SHTF situation now than ever before. I'm doing the walk in August for charity. Wonderful, great cause. More than happy to doing it. Hope I can raise loads of money for that. But it's also a test. I know I might have to do this. And this is not might have to one day, 10, 20 years from now. It feels like it's getting closer and closer. So when I first started on my fitness journey, now I'm not the peak of physical fitness. I was a lot better 3 months ago. I've kind of had 3 months off, but I lost 3.5 stone initially through dieting and eating right. I didn't want to go to the gym, so I had an actual YouTube channel on, following the guy's body weight exercises. Things like that are catered for anyone. CrossFit is a great one. Now, CrossFit's got a bit of a stigma because anyone who does CrossFit tells you they do CrossFit and tells you about CrossFit all the time. And that's the joke about it. But genuinely, the first time I went to a CrossFit lesson, I was a bit nervous, and this was before I'd lost all the weight. And it's tailored to you because it's always like AMRAP, which is as many reps as you can. So if you're doing 3 push-ups and the guy next to you is doing 30, you've not failed. You've just done 3. Next time you'll do 4. Yeah. If you can't do a pull-up, you've got bands to assist you, and you'll go down with the amount of bands you need, so on and so forth. So don't be intimidated by these things. Everyone starts somewhere, and they cater for all levels. If you go to the gym, some of the gym inductions by the gym staff are very fresh out of a box. Do this machine, this machine, this machine, this machine, go and do 10 minutes on the treadmill, blah, blah. Do what you need for your body. Yeah, I'd recommend free weights as much as possible. That's the scary, intimidating area with all the benches and the mirrors. But you can take them off to one side. You can do them whatever. You can do them at home. The thing with free weights is if you've got a machine that does this, the machine is keeping everything stable and everything in line. So it's only working a very specific muscle. If you do the same exercise with free weights, because you're having to stabilize this on the way up, you're working all these little micro fibers and muscles and joints, and you're strengthening everything. Strength training can lose weight quicker than half an hour on the cardio easily. And when it comes to cardio, don't think you have to run 30 miles, run a marathon, on the roads. It can be high impact on your knees if you're getting older, like a lot of us are. You've got to think about these things. Swimming is a great one because it's not just intense, off you go. You can swim leisurely. You can relax. You can change your stroke. You can stop for a bit. You can float. So swimming's a great one for that. Cycling's a bit better than running for impact, so you're not getting the impact on your knees. But there's all sorts of exercise you can do. Just walking, just getting out there and walking to the shop. If you're one that jumps in your car to go around the corner to the shop, maybe that's one of those little habits you can break to start improving your health. I'm not here to preach to you at all. It's just one of those things I think gets neglected a lot. I have seen preppers that look massively overweight, and I'm not slating them for that. It's just how they are. And yes, I get people can have thyroid problems and things like that, but nevertheless, massively overweight, not very mobile, or all these different things, but they've got all this kit. And it's all right having survival knives and all this lot. You need to have the physicality to back it up. And let me be straight with you. If we end up in a situation where you're on food stamps and rations and you're used to Domino's every night and a huge Chinese or a huge Indian meal, then that's going to be a hell of an adjustment. But if you're eating a good fixed calorie intake, small meals, but good for you, healthy meals, when it comes to that has to cut down, your body's going to be conditioned to it a lot more, and your organs and everything like that are going to be better adjusted to it, and you're going to ease into it a lot better. It's going to be less of a shock to your body. I'm trying not to go off on a ramble. Nothing scripted on this one. This is just me talking. I used to have a YouTube channel about my fitness journey. It was just my fitness journey. Then it moved on to the ketogenic diet. I tried the carnivore. I did all sorts. Everything I was trying, what went wrong, what was good. And it was a decent channel, got to about 1,000 subscribers, but I just stopped doing it. The competition in the marketplace was too extreme, and I got more hate on that channel than I've ever had before. And it wasn't off people who are super fit. It was off people that were just like keyboard warriors. And I took it to heart back then. I don't anymore. You can write what you want down there. I don't care. But I've done the journey and I've done the mistakes. And it's the reason people come to me for help now, friends, family, stuff like that, because they've seen me go through it. And the advice for him might be completely different to the advice to him. And the advice to her. And, he's overweight. He's really skinny but unhealthy. Skinny fat is if you eat all the pizzas in the world and all the takeaway in the world and you think, look at me, I'm still trim. And you think that's good. I'm telling you, that's worse than the guy that's eating the same as you, but he's really big. Because he's got fat on the outside. The fat you're getting is visceral fat around your organs. Okay, so healthy lifestyle, that's the key. But the advice for everyone is different. Anybody wants to reach out and speak to me about this, you can on here, you can on the ukprep.co.uk forum. Happy to help anyone any way I can. Not a qualified trainer or anything like that. I've done a nutritionist course, I've done a PT course, but I don't advertise it, I don't sell it. It's just friendly advice. But I honestly think if it's one prep that you've not considered, not started, or have been putting off, now is the time to do that. Everything else, all your other preps can be taken away from you. Yeah, and that's going to leave just you, just the physical you. So what situation is the physical you and the mental you in to be able to survive from that point? Food for thought. Just a quick one. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Your support so far has been amazing. Got loads more content coming. Got some more guests for the Prepper podcasts. Really excited about all the different stuff coming forward with the channel. So keep on coming back. Keep on giving me your advice, your comments, your suggestions. It's all welcomed. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.